Hi folks, Paul here with another away day guide. This one's for Elland Road. Anyone travelling to see their team take on Leeds United, this one's for you. Okay, so Elland Road. If you're driving down, there's plenty of parking around the stadium, and the Fullerton car park on the west side of the ground where the coaches all head to is the best one to book into if you are pre-booking. Postcode for it is Lima Sierra 118 Tango Sierra, and your what 3 words for the entrance if driving in is hired copper spared. Getting in on the coaches is really good. You come off the Junction 2 on the M621 and you are straight in around the back of the ground on a purpose-built route into the car park. So that saves a lot of faff getting through a city, and it also makes it quite easy to get out. You have to come back out onto the main road and round, but it's pretty much a few minutes back onto the main arterial route and out onto the motorways. There's some free street parking in one of the estates just to the north of the motorway, but I wouldn't advise using it if you have anything on your car that suggests you might be supporting the visiting team. If that doesn't apply to you and you do want to use that, if you head to Views Limit Study, that'll take you into the estate and through to close to where the footbridge is, and then just find a spot near there. But it is a bit of a grind to get out of after the game, as lots of locals use that as well, and there's only a few roads that actually get out of that estate. If you're coming in on the trains, Leeds Central Station's really well serviced for getting to from all over the country. With it being a central city, it makes sense. But you've got your TransPennine Express that runs from Redcar through to Manchester and from Liverpool through to Hull. You've also got Aviva trains for a lot of local services, but they go as far afield as Manchester again, Sheffield, Nottingham, Hull, right up through York and Carlisle, and all the local stops en route. Those ones take a bit longer because they do stop everywhere on their way. Your LNER will get you from London up to Leeds. It does link into stations further north, but you have to make a change further down at Doncaster. That's not so good if you're coming from the north, but cross-country trains have got you covered there. They go right from Plymouth up through Birmingham, Sheffield, through Leeds to York, Newcastle, Edinburgh. So you're pretty much covered for wherever you need to be. And the majority of those you can do without having to change trains if you don't like doing that. Also, if you're a bit of a flash Harry and you've flown in, cross country will get you to Leeds Bradford in about half an hour, just a little over from Leeds Central Station, so you can go there and back if you're coming in by air. Okay, moving on to pubs. And if you have come on train, you've probably done the right thing, because Leeds fans tend to be very territorial and unwelcoming. Not all of them, but quite a lot. You'll get nothing around the ground. Pubs won't let you in, and you'll just get a load of grief off the locals. I've seen grown men in the 50s and 60s having a go at teenage kids. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. They seem to favour aggression over banter, and it's almost like they're still trapped in the 80s, which makes a lot of sense because they do like to boast about the glory days, and in order to relive those years they have to keep their old VHS recorders in good working order. So maybe that's why. There are a lot of pubs in the city centre around the station and further afield that'll be more welcoming. Closer ones to the station don't allow football shirts on match days. This includes Leeds fans as well, so they're not being ultra picky, but the further away you get the better it is. But let's have a look at a few around the station. So as you come through the ticket barriers, if you turn immediately left before leaving the station, head past the McDonald's, down the ramp, right in the corner on the left before you go through the secondary exit is another Wetherspoons. It's easy to miss. It's quite a small frontage to it, but that opens up to a much bigger one inside, and it's got a big outside beer garden area which opens up onto the train station car park. Another parking option if you need one in the city. But if you are in the train station and you're looking for that and you're not sure, Jump's Price Milky will get you straight to the little cordoned off area for the door there. And if you prefer a more local, smaller business kind of venue that does a wide range of real ales and stuff like that, carry on straight on as you come out the ticket barriers, out of the station, turn right, and as the road bends around, on your left there will be a great little pub called the Leeds Brewery Tap. I use it all the time when I'm passing through Leeds, stop and have a swift one, and although I've never used it on a match day, so I'm not 100% certain what they're going to be like with football fans, but the one big plus for me for that one is straight opposite you've got the taxi rank for the train station, and I'll be queuing up, so as soon as you're finished drinking you want to head up to the ground, you should easily be able to step out the front door and grab a taxi. There should be a good supply of them there. Land's Tidy Draw will get you to the front of the Brewery Tap on the correct side of the road, and if you are looking for taxis, that'll get you where you need to be for them as well. A bit further away from the train station, if you carry on down towards the river, you've got a little gem called the Air Bar. It's like in an old mill building, it's old stone arches underneath and stuff. It's been converted into a pub. It's quite quirky. It's Leeds themed, but it is mixed on match days, and it's got a tiny little beer garden out the back that sort of goes along the river, which is quite nice. If you find your way to Push Cute Quarrel, you can't miss it from there. And if you have gone there, the best bus stop for getting to the ground from the north of the river is just a short hop from there. So I might as well do that now. The number 52 for Tingley Mills runs regularly about every 20 minutes from just outside the Corn Exchange on Vicar Lane. Pop menu oddly is your what 3 words for the bus shelter that you need to be at, and that takes around 8 minutes on a non-match day, less than 15 on a match day to get down to the ground, and it goes straight past the stadium. As I mentioned, around the ground you're getting nothing. If you have come in and parked at the ground or come in on coaches and you don't want to faff about going into the city centre, then the club do run a fan zone in a separated off area from the main road. It's actually right next to the coach park and the car park nearest the away fan turnstiles, but it's basically a few of those self-service robotic barman things and a couple of portaloos that quickly fills up because they have a barrier around it and they do a one in one out system, but it's not great. And if it's chucking it down with rain, it's going to be miserable. It's going to be empty. But on the plus side, if you head into the ground, it's the same price. The concourse is okay. I think it's actually got a carpet, which is strange. But once you get inside, you've got actually a better range available, beers and wines and spirits and stuff, and they're served by actual human beings, which I always find nicer than a robo pump. If you are wanting to head straight into the ground to use that, the concourses are pretty spacious and the service isn't too bad in terms of speed, and yeah, it does okay for an away area on a match day. Usually it's utter chaos, but I found it okay. Goes Forest Stars will get you to the entrance to the area for your fan zone and your turnstiles, but you will need to show your ticket to get in there. It is away fans only, and last time I was there they were saying you couldn't go out once you've gone in, so just bear that in mind if you do head down and you are early. Don't go in too early and commit, just in case they won't let you out again. But yeah, it is what it is. If you're staying over and you're coming in by train, there are loads in the city, but the nearest one to the train station is just across the road. That's the Discovery Inn. You can find that at Woke Corner Lovely, or for convenience for the ground, the nearest one is a Premier Inn just off junction 1 of the M621, and that'll leave you a 15-minute walk to the ground. You can park there and stuff if you're using the hotel, and Quit Agenda Living will find you the entrance to the car park for that one. And I think that's it for Leeds. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful, drop a like on it. It helps me to grow the channel a bit so that people looking for this information can just drop on it. If you aren't already subscribed, please consider it. It's free and I don't bombard you with a load of rubbish, just guides when I've created them every now and then, hardly even once a week, because they do take a bit of putting together. I need to thank OpenStreetMaps for providing the backdrops. They do that for free for people who are providing a resource. And for the YouTube rule makers, none of the recommended pubs, bars, restaurants, etc. in here have sponsored me in any way. I don't get paid for any of this. I don't even get paid for the YouTube stuff because the channel's not big enough yet. Everything I do is for free and for your benefit. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Paul, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.